Bienvenido a tu espacio.
Transmito desde un lugar de la Matrix, de cuyo nombre no quiero acordarme.
Was somewhat disappointed.
The most seriously sick were quickly evacuated to hospitals. Lieutenant Korchalov, the blue-eyed ladies' man, was among the first to die, along with two others, on July 10th. Their comrades described them as being awake and in extreme pain, almost unrecognizable. They could not talk, but they could whisper, and when they did, they begged their crewmates to end their suffering. By July 25th, all 8 members of the engineering team had died from radiation exposure. Their bodies were so contaminated that they were buried in a communal, unmarked grave. Their families were not told of the burial.
Submerged. The Soviet Union was determined not to let the US have a monopoly on this powerful new weapon. To keep up, they rushed into service the first nuclear submarines. They were well designed with superior features, but often poorly built and inadequately tested. The accident aboard the K-19 was one consequence of this production process. Tragically, it was not an isolated incident. The Soviet nuclear submarine force was plagued by accidents from its first sub, the K-3, to the Kursk. The K-3, the forerunner of the K-19, was the Soviet Union's first nuclear submarine, its answer to the Nautilus. Launched in 1957, it was an attack submarine, designed to track and torpedo US subs and ships.
4 de julio 2011. En Mérida, México, hay enfrentamientos de ciudadanos por la construcción de un túnel improductivo.
Ambos bandos se agarraron a golpes, a pedradas, botaron las mallas de seguridad. Fue necesaria la intervención de grupos antimotines. Más de 150 policías antimotines se presentaron al lugar para evitar que creciera el problema. Previo a las agresiones y al bloqueo de los trabajos, los manifestantes se acostaron en las calles para impedir el paso de los camiones e hicieron una valla en la glorieta.
Quieren hacer un túnel aquí en Mérida, es muy costoso esa solución, no es la más viable.
El paso a desnivel fue concursado por la alcaldesa de Mérida.
Quieren hacer un túnel aquí en Mérida, es muy complicado y muy costoso esa solución, no es la más viable.
El 4 de julio de 1881, en Alabama, Estados Unidos, se lleva a cabo el llamado experimento Tuskegee, donde se realizan experimentos científicos con personas para certificar los límites de la sífilis. 4 de julio de 2014, Mathura, Uttar Pradesh, India. Rescatan un elefante que sufrió maltrato durante 50 años, atado a una cadena con puntas agudas y afiladas. Dicen que el paquidermo lloró al ser liberado. 4 de julio 1054. La supernova SN 1054 es vista durante 22 meses a plena luz del día. ...4 de julio de 1862... Lewis Carroll le cuenta a Liz Liddell un cuento que se convertirá en las aventuras de Alicia en el País de las Maravillas. 4 de julio de 1855, se publica la primera edición del poemario Hojas de hierba de Walt Whitman.
Innermost house is about 12 feet square. There's no electricity, no hot water, and yet my husband and I lead a life of air.
When I first saw Michael and Diana's Northern California home, I felt I'd step back in time. But the longer I stayed, the more I felt the place really defied time. Diana says you enter timeless time here, and without the distractions of modern life, it's easy to forget about everything. Light here is magical. Without incandescence or compact fluorescence to worry about, the sun, candles, and fire become hyper-present. Fire is a necessity. It heats the home and bathing water, and it is a couple's only stove or oven. It also provides a soundtrack to the day. But vegetables taste like the sun and earth without hint of cold storage. With just one pot, meals are simple.
This people to simplify their lives.
I never did simplify my life. I was always saying no. As a child, I couldn't understand the pleasure that people took in things.
I asked Diana why she came here 7 years ago. She says she was looking for emptiness. But over time that has changed. Now she is here, like her husband, in search of completeness. Diana calls her...
Subscribe, comenta, ¿qué piensas? Hazlo, pero con amor.